the beauty of watching someone's teeth completely shift into something beautiful and look at it and be like, that was me.
That butterfly effect.
Oh.
Yeah. And then like when you see your patient, most people, they usually have braces for 2.5 years or so, and then you see them,
Ever. And I was like, oh my gosh, my mind, I heard someone say this the other day, and it's so true. Your brain tells you lies. And it tries to keep you where you are and not move you forward.
Negative emotions are given back, but just like it's not taken seriously. So I could express to someone, like my sorry dad for calling you up, but I could express to my dad, like, I'm kind of sad. And he's like, why are you sad? And I'm like, I don't have a reason.
That's what he would do too.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he did. Like he doesn't like talk to you. He's like, sad. Why are you sad?
Exactly.
What's wrong with you?
So like,
Hey guys, if it's crazy.
All right, go now.
Wait.
Get in there! Oh my God!
Hey guys, welcome to the Family Mess. I'm Noah, and have a nice day.
Good God!
I love the Family Mess.
Oh.
Welcome to the Family Mess Podcast. I'm your host, Ian, and this is my sleepy wife and co-host, Nathalie. The Family Mess, the podcast about life with kids and all things adulting. Let's talk. Welcome, Nathalie. How are you doing today? You're so beautiful.
I'm wonderful, Ian. I'm tired.
Why are you always tired? Every time we do a podcast, you're
I don't
tired.
sleep at night, and it's late. So I start to get tired.
Well, I have good news for our fans. We got our first bed in our bedroom. We've been sleeping on the ground for a year.
I call it camping.
Our mattress has been on the ground for one full year over, and we just got the frame today.
Yeah, for no real reason other than I just haven't done anything about it.
I just put the actual frame together today, and now we're actually sleeping off the floor. Thank you, Jesus.
Nothing's wrong with camping or glamping.
Well, let's get started. Let's recap. Anything in the news you want to talk about real quick?
No.
We usually have like a little news segment we talk about, and then we move on to our 5 minutes.
You should have thought about that.
Nah, I don't really want to talk about anything. Too much controversial stuff.
Everything's controversial.
Too much controversial. Judges passing laws.
Controversy.
New laws being passed. So I don't know if I want to get into it.
Controversy.
Drama, I guess. Let's get into a 5 minutes a pound. So what you been doing?
I'm still running.
How's it going?
Well.
Mm-hmm.
Actually.
Mm-hmm.
So a friend of mine went on vacation, or she went away out of the country, and she offered her place up for anyone to use it.
Oh, yes, I remember this.
So I decided to go to her place in Miami Beach, which is like prime location.
What did you do there?
I walked a lot. Like I walked everywhere. Even though it was hot as hell, I walked, and I enjoyed walking. I decided I'm going to retire somewhere where you have to walk to get around or bike, because I enjoyed walking.
So you'd want to live down in Miami?
Yeah. No, not necessarily Miami, but
a place
I can't afford no Miami.
A place where you just walk a lot. That's what
a place where you get to walk, like a city that has a, because I was like 2 blocks from Trader Joe's, like 5 blocks from Whole Foods. I could walk to the movie theater. I could walk to the mall. I could walk to any restaurant or get a bike. If I had a bike, I could get there in 5 minutes on a bike. So I was like loving it. I did 15,000 steps, my most ever in one day.
Damn.
Yeah, over 15,000 because I was walking everywhere.
I think when you told me that, I was watching TV.
Yeah. Oh, and I went to, my 5 minutes might be a little bit longer. And I went to this place called Wet Dreams.
Wet Dreams?
Yes.
Oh, is that when you gave me the pictures?
That's, they make a tulip and
Natalie's nasty.
oh my gosh, I forgot the name of it. It's a tulip and
Say it.
I forgot the other one. But basically it's a penis and vagina.
Yes.
But they call it 2 different names. A tulip and something with a P.
Penis.
I know. Oh my gosh, my brain. I can't remember. It's too late at night. But yeah, so they had these 2. They make waffles. Basically, it's a waffle maker shaped like a penis and a vagina.
Yes. And what questions did they ask you? I'm
not even getting into the questions they asked me. He asked me, do I consent before he would dip my
yes.
My pedal.
Come on, get it out.
Peacock.
Yes.
That's it.
That's right.
So it's a peacock for the penis and a tulip for the vagina.
I love it.
And so I ordered a peacock. And then he said, yes, do you consent?
Yes.
And I said yes. And he said, do you want it to drip down the middle? And then I said, yeah.
Whew.
And then he said, "Do you want the tip,
Yes,
or the whole thing in the? Because you could dip it in chocolate, vanilla. You could dip it in chocolate, vanilla, or I think it's Nutella or white chocolate, dark chocolate, white chocolate. No.
What kind of store was this?
They just sell all they sell is peanuts and vagina waffles. That's all they sell. Nothing else.
Yeah, the pictures are really real. When you sent me the pictures, I was like, man, this is really real.
So then as he asked me tip or if I want it fully dipped, I said the tip. And then as he puts it in the tip, he goes, "Do you want it deeper?" And I said, we're looking at our guest Elan here's faces. I said, and I said, a little.
I'm sweating.
And then at the end, when he's checking me out, he says, "Don't choke on it." So yes,
try not to laugh.
It was an experience. They have a few of them all over the world.
But you know what?
There's one in Miami Beach.
I'm glad that you went there and had a good time going there. I'm glad you didn't take yourself that serious where you couldn't go there and enjoy that. You know what I mean? Because I know a lot of people that would.
The one thing I did not do is there was no pictures of me eating it. Yes. I did not bite it off the top. I bit from the side.
You didn't bite the tip.
No, I bit it from the side. There's another lady there taking pictures, and I was like,
"Oh
no.
yeah, that's the best part."
No,
yeah,
ain't happening. Ain't happening.
Yeah, even though it's ice cream, it might look real, and somebody might use that against you later.
And it
was ice cream. I swear, it was ice cream.
Then I went.
I've heard that before.
I walked. I was so mad. So I was hungry for breakfast, and I stopped talking. But I was hungry for
5
breakfast.
minutes a pound. We're like 10 minutes.
I was hungry for breakfast, and I walk 30 minutes because I'm like, you know what? I found this restaurant, right? It's called Bacon Bitch. That's what it's called.
Oh, yeah.
Bacon Bitch.
I remember you telling me
And I was like, oh, this sounds like a cool place. Let me go there. Oh, hell.
Mm-hmm.
After walking 30 minutes in the freaking heat, I get there and the place is packed. It's like a must-see spot. Everybody and their mama. It was like the club up in there.
Yeah.
They played Uncle Luke.
Yes.
They were playing, and there was a line to get in outside.
And you said it was owned by a white lady?
I don't know. I think so.
Yeah.
The people on the thing, I don't know
for
sure. But I just know that they were playing Uncle Luke and they played some other music and there was a long line.
So they're playing club music in the middle of the day.
It was like 11:30.
And I mean, straight up club music and girls are twerking and all that stuff.
I think that was happening. When certain songs came on, people started yelling, like screaming and stuff. So I'm assuming that was going on. I was in line and I said to this girl, I turned to the girl, I'm like, is this a popular place? She's like, very. I had no idea.
I've never heard
of it. So the
the
next
place.
time I go back, there's like 4. They have several in Florida.
Do they have any up near here? Like, or is it Tampa?
West Palm, Tampa, St. Pete.
Yeah. So that's what.
Yeah,
Tampa, St.
but
Pete
the menu
have.
looked good. The menu was crazy. I can't think of what.
Are we going to drive down there and then go
I'll
there
probably
once?
have to go there and get some bacon and some.
Bacon Bitch.
Yes, it's called Bacon Bitch. Everything had bacon in it.
I love it. Somebody knows how to make some good food.
Yeah. So as far as my 5 minutes a pound, I'm still working on my running. I've been running. I ran even when I was in Miami Beach. I did my running at least twice while I was there. And today I had a profound moment that I'm going to share, and then I will stop talking because you know I can talk.
Yes.
So today, every time I run, I've been doing this couch to 5K thing for like 7 weeks, probably about 7 or 8 weeks now, right? And according to the plan, I should be running for like 20 minutes straight.
What's wrong?
I can't run but barely for 5 minutes. So every time I'm running, all of a sudden I just and I stop. I'm like, I can't go anymore. I can't go anymore.
Yeah, but you can go more.
Listen, let me tell my story, man. Tell the story.
All right.
Right? So I say, every time I'm running, I stop, but I'm like, oh, I'm tired. I just stop. And then I'm like, okay, you got to keep going. And I go. So today I set it for a 10-minute run, I think it's like a 2 or 3 minute walk, and then another 10-minute run, and then you have a 5-minute cool down. That was like, I went to an old, because I'm so far from the plan, I'm so far behind.
Yes.
I went to an old week and I just followed that.
I got you.
So the first 10-minute run, I barely ran. I walked a lot because I was like, oh my God, I'm so tired.
I'm tired.
Oh, I'm tired. And then I said, you know what, Nathalie, you can do this. I said, I can do this. And then I said, no. And I said it out loud to myself. I said, I am going to do this. I'm going to run 10 minutes straight, which is about 3 songs. I always figure out my time by each song.
Good.
And I sing the songs to help time go by faster. So anyway, I said, I am. Because at first I was like, I think I can. I'm like, no, I am going to run for 10 minutes straight. And you know what?
What?
I ran for 10 minutes straight without stopping. Never happened before, ever. And I was like, oh my gosh, my mind, I heard someone say this the other day, and it's so true. Your brain tells you lies, and it tries to keep you where you are and not move you forward because it's comfortable with what it knows. So just know your brain is a liar. It will lie to you a lot. And you got to like fight that lie and be like, no, I can. I will do it. Even though the brain, the alter ego thing, I don't know what to call it, but whatever is telling you, no, you're tired. No, you don't want to. But you have to like put that out there, put it to the side and say, I am going to, and then like just do it and not be afraid. So I just wanted to tell that story today because I did not think I was, I've been saying I can't run 10 minutes for weeks, for like the last 2 or 3 weeks. And I finally turned, people keep saying about mindset, but I finally turned it around and I said I am, and I did.
Awesome.
So I felt accomplished today. I even took a selfie all sweaty and nasty. And I don't ever take selfies.
I'm so proud of you.
And I even posted my selfie because I was feeling myself so much because I ran for 10 minutes straight. So that's all. That's my 5 minutes a pound. That's where I'm at. I haven't got the weight down yet, but it's gone down, but I'm at a point where it's like peaking, or plateauing. I haven't moved anything since, but I am exercising 3 times a week at minimum.
Good. You'll just.
And I'm eating. Oh, and I'm making myself eat a vegetable every day. So I have like a bowl of salad for breakfast this morning. And then we had cabbage and sausage for dinner. So yes. I'm trying to make sure I eat a whole bowl of salad, because salad's the easiest. I just pour it in the bowl and eat it, or another vegetable. So broccoli, whatever. It has to be a plate, like a big plate full of vegetables at least once a day. So that's where I'm at.
Well, you have anything else? I'm proud of you. You're doing good.
No, I'm good. So we need to introduce our guest today.
Yes, we have another guest. It's a returning guest. The last time we had her on here was 2 years ago?
She's up in the building.
Yes,
my
famous.
niece Elan.
Yes,
when she came before, she was a
sophomore.
A sophomore at UCF.
Yes, sophomore.
And now she's graduated from UCF. Mm-hmm. So she decided, we were talking because she's had some life decisions to make now that she's graduated, and so we're going to talk about that.
Yeah,
today.
The podcast is about
Oh, sorry, Ian.
No, I was going to say the podcast is pretty much about her experience and the decisions she made, like you said, and then what she learned or what she didn't learn.
Yes,
based on the.
So we can help others out there with their kids when they're going to college, when they don't listen to you when you tell them how to kind of pick a major but they want to do what they want to do and why, and you try to explain it to them why it's best to do it that way, but
she's ignoring me, by the way.
Elan, welcome.
Come on, Elan, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, Elan, what was your So congratulations on graduating.
Thank you.
And you did it in 4 years, right? You did.
Yeah, 4 years.
Yeah, she did straight through 4 years,
Man.
and she had like good grades.
She didn't get in trouble or fail no classes or nothing.
I know, not like us.
Man,
we were bad students.
God, I was, man.
I always admired Elan and her studiousness and her ability to get good grades.
You got it done, man. You got it done.
I didn't fail. It's because I withdrew.
The truth comes out.
Yeah, I withdrew from 2 classes.
Do not feel bad about that. I withdrew from at least 2 or 3 classes I withdrew from in college. Don't feel bad about that.
That's okay, but I think it happens to almost everybody.
Yeah.
Unless you're like a genius.
That just means you're working really hard, so don't worry about that.
It's humbling, but yeah.
So, Elan, tell us about, let's kind of start from the semi-beginning. When you didn't want to come to Florida, she was anti-Florida. She had these dreams of, I don't know, you got to say what dreams you had, but she decided to come. Her dad told her she can go wherever she wanted as long as it was free, which is with her Florida prepaid. And so
keep going.
She ended up at UCF.
Was there a question there?
Well, the question was to talk about
just my reluctance.
Talking to the mic.
Well, yeah, you kind of gave a little bit of a gave everything about it. Yeah, I didn't want to come to Florida because I was leaving everything I had kind of built up back home already after.
But you wanted to go to Loyola. That's away from home.
There's 3 factors to it, I think. I think one of them was it was because my parents wanted me to, and just like that inner, rebellious child that's always been there and always done whatever my parents wanted me to do. Wanted to pick something for myself for once.
Oh, okay.
And then leaving my friends behind, all of them were staying in Texas, and I was the only one going out of state, and just feeling that lack of stability of being the planner of my friend group and not being there. I was worried about falling into the stigma of high school friendships don't last post-college. And I just didn't want that to be the situation for us. And then I think the third point was just I wasn't really familiar with Florida as I was at that age. I used to visit a lot when I was a kid, but not as much when I got older. So just like imagining myself away from everything and not it being a personal choice. Because like the whole predestination thing with that is just kind of like weird to me. And yeah, I just couldn't really process it. And just seeing all my friends everywhere else go to schools that they chose on their own, and me having to go to a school that like I semi chose.
Well, you got to choose. You had to choose within the confines of a state.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you had choice.
Choice was limited. It was like either potato or broccoli, and I didn't get to have the buffet of choices that most people had. If that's a good analogy to put it in. Yeah.
Yes, but to that, you don't have debt now that you're finished. You are free.
Yeah. I can look back and reflect on that. Like, I'm thankful for that being there and going. Florida ended up being a really cool experience. I made a lot of friends. I just enjoyed, I guess, the accessibility of adventure with being in college out of state and away from family. I definitely was sad for a bit, but I think once I finally got out my shell and met my people, that's when I started to make it home.
Oh, stop, Ian.
Sorry.
Well, I remember when you didn't want to come, partly because you said we were going to bother you. We were going to ask you to babysit. Because she was 30 minutes away, she assumed that we were going to ask her to babysit, and she didn't want to come because she said we were going to ask her to babysit.
How many times did we ask you to babysit?
I don't know.
Zero.
0. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
You're not on our babysitter list. But I already knew you would be off at college doing your thing because I remember when I was at college and how that was. So
yeah, I think I was pretty mellow for my 3 years of college. When I look back, I was like, I just did my work, had my late night hangouts, but I think the last few months of my senior year was when I really started to like live it up, I guess, and just take it in because I was like, well, my classes were online, so I wasn't stressing too much about it. I had my 2 courses that were like my difficult ones, but that was probably like the most I've ever like went out, hung out, done stuff in general in my entire 4 years at UCF. And yeah, I can like, if I reflect on anything, it's mainly my senior year and my freshman year. Sophomore and junior,
that was COVID anyway.
Yeah, nothing really happened there.
So what was your major?
I majored in health sciences.
What?
Health sciences.
With the goal of
health sciences preclinical, and the preclinical is dental school.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're planning on being a dentist of some type.
That was like the goal from I think childhood.
Childhood. Wow.
No, she said she wanted to be a dentist. But I asked her about it when she was trying to figure out a major. I said for her to do it, but I said, well, what about when you wanted to be? I just wanted her to explore the thoughts about it, because she had said when she was a kid she wanted to be a dentist.
Okay.
No, I didn't think she was really going to be a dentist, but she said she wanted to be a dentist. So I was like, oh, okay. I just didn't picture that for you. Not that you couldn't do it. I just didn't picture that you would still have that dream from a child to be a dentist.
I got a question for you. What was it about being a dentist that attracted you to want to do it? Is there something about it? Did somebody at a young age, talk to you about it, or what was it that made you decide to go into that? Was it the money, or who was it? What?
I was living in Texas when I think the dream like sparked. I remember when I think it was maybe like 10, I asked my family to give me like a dental kit for Christmas. Oh. And like with the whole like Explorer and the mirror and all that stuff. But I don't think that's good for a kid to have because they're sharp. But yeah, it's always been there. And money was never really like the primary aspect of the career in the first place because I was that young. I just like somehow I became aware of it when I got older, which kind of like add a little bit more of a driving force towards it. But yeah, I've always enjoyed going to the dentist. It was something I look forward to.
So with the degree that you chose, what can you do with that degree? What's it for?
Health sciences. Yeah. It's sort of like doctor or bust if you really want to make bank.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you want to make money, you need to become a doctor in some sort of fashion. And yeah, just like when I came to college, I've always been a very structured individual. So my mindset was these are the steps to get to what you want to get to. That's kind of how I functioned in high school all the way up until post-grad. So from what I was getting from advisors, because that's all I could really rely on my freshman year. Mm-hmm. They were
Natalie.
We about to go there.
Let her talk now.
No, because this is educational. There's a part of this that's educational. But go ahead.
But yeah, so it wasn't like I don't think I was health sciences until my sophomore year, like late sophomore year. I was originally biomedical sciences, because that's all I saw in the transcript. And I was like, this is how I become a dentist. This is what I need to do. So started doing that. Then I joined a fraternity. I also went to like the advisor, and they were not helping me out at all. So I was kind of like a lone wolf for the rest of the 3 years of school, because advising, disclaimer, they don't do anything. Honestly, they kind of just there.
Why are they there? Seriously.
Yeah,
Well, maybe you just didn't get the good advisors, because there's good ones and there's not so good ones.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think the best advice you can get when you're in college is your peers. Honestly,
Really?
Yeah, they experience it. I learned more than I did with my classmates and other people that were interested in what I was trying to do, and people just in health, like aiming for the health field in general, than I did from an advisor. Like they had some solid knowledge on like what I need to do to make my resume look better, like getting more hours. But like the students would be like, you need to shadow at this place. You can get more hours here. These are the events you need to attend, all that stuff, because they did themselves.
So, because we're short on time.
We're not short on time.
So, Elan, with this major, right? We're not short. Okay. So I'm leading this because I already know we're going to something, because I want to talk about that, because it's very important for people to understand and to process
really
for their children, right? So then we're gonna move forward, then we're gonna move back. So now that you've graduated, what is your plan?
So my game plan after before I even graduated was to take some time off to study for the DAT, which is a dental admission test to get into dental school, which is like the MCAT version of it. And the plan was to study for that hardcore, because I didn't have time to study for during the school year, because I was already like flustered with a bunch of other schoolwork and activities that I was involved in. So I was to dedicate that time to study, and then the next year I'd be applying. So that would be my entire summer. That was the game plan. And then
what happened?
Nathalie, come on, let her talk.
And then after that, I think once the gap year started, I vowed to take a few like weeks off, because I had experienced extreme burnout throughout the school year.
What is burnout? Can you explain what that is?
Burnout is just like, you're just going through the motions. There's no more joy behind what you're doing. Like there's a lot of doubt and just constant looming of like, can I actually finish this? Do I want to actually finish this? This is what I want to do. And just like any slight inconvenience can just like destroy you. Yeah. So when I would fail a test or a quiz, I'd just be like, what is the point of this? Kind of. And so like those little victories that I get from passing and getting a good grade would be like kind of like a catalyst to like keep going. But yeah, like those small moments where I just be in the dumps was tough. And like a lot of friends would see that when it came to like me missing out on things to do, because I was going to study for this thing or test or quiz. That's like a quiz that's like 5 questions. And I was just tweaking over it because I needed to do well to kind of get that, just quick boost of confidence again. Because I was like, I have a whole year left. So like, I think burnout really started to hit my junior year of college, because I had never really had a break since coming to college. I had summer classes every single summer. Never really got to fully
against
enjoy
Natalie's.
So Natalie told you not to take summer classes.
I wanted to get out in the 4 years.
Natalie told her a lot of things that she didn't listen to.
Did you party a lot instead of studying, or did you just spend a lot of your time studying to make sure you pass?
I won't look back and be like, oh, I was studying the whole entire time of college. I definitely had fun. I definitely sacrificed some grades to enjoy the moment.
Love it.
Yeah. So like it wasn't.
Yes.
It's because I would know I'm tired of studying. I need to go do this. Like there's like I know what I know. I can't do anything about it.
So now that you've graduated and look back, would you still go to summer school every summer?
Yeah.
Really?
You still do it?
You still go back and do it?
Yeah, because I'm in the state right now where I'm just like I feel like I'm feeling really lazy.
You're a very structured individual.
Yeah, like I would have the times when I'd be out of for the 2 weeks after school ended and before summer classes started, I'd be like, oh, this is great. And then I think 4 or 5 days later, I'm like, I need to have a routine. I've been in my bed for 12 hours today. I need to like do something. So I usually like try to find things. So like right now I've been trying to find things by like getting a gym membership and going every day and having like a whole routine written out and trying to read every morning. And like right now my routine, like my schedule looks like for tomorrow is like me finished packing, reading a book, doing some studying and
Nathalie, I'm looking at her and I'm like, man, I wish I was structured.
I had no structure.
Elan, I had no structure in my life in college. I just studied for my test and I prayed to God I passed.
Yeah.
And that was it. I didn't.
It's hard.
Did I worry? I don't think me and you even worried about grades.
I did worry about grades.
I mean, I did, but I didn't care. I had like a 2.6 when I graduated college. That's terrible, right?
The thing is, I knew that my grades defined, well, not define me, but like,
it suck.
I needed them to look good in order to apply to school afterwards. So if it was like if I was in a major that was just like immediately in a job after graduating, then I would have probably been a little more laid back. But because I knew that it was a 8-year game that I was playing, I needed to make sure everything was right.
Wait, hold on. Real quick, Ian. So speaking of the major that...
You're just trying to drag me, but I'm going to give my honest thoughts and opinions.
Of course. No, you're supposed to. That's what you're supposed to do.
Podcast ever.
Given that, okay, so with this degree, because you said, your degree is not one to get a job.
Yeah.
So now if you've decided not to go to dental school, what are you going to do with this degree?
So I didn't decide not to go to dental school. I
thought you said you weren't going.
No, I'm postponing it.
I'm looking back at you.
I know she said she wasn't going the other day.
I'm looking back at you, Natalie.
No.
So
What's going on
now
here?
she postponing. Before she said she ain't going.
It was always postponed because it's like it's not
Listen,
something I've come to the point where
she's making an adult decision now.
Right, but hold on. So, but here's the thing, right? So I know when you were getting ready to go to school, your dad and I both were like, pick a major that you can be employed in just in case something doesn't work out. Right. But you were like, no, I'm doing whatever the science is. Right. So now that you're kind of in between, going to school again and graduating, right? Would you have preferred to have some kind of job that you could make better income?
Slightly. So I think I didn't know how to word it when I was younger, but I think after graduating and just seeing kind of my friends going to their jobs and some of them not seeming as happy as most people kind of make it out to be working the 9-to-5 life, I would want to prioritize just like my joy and happiness and fulfillment of life rather than
a millennial talking for sure.
Then working a 9-to-5 that wasn't going to bring me any happiness whatsoever, and also
happiness.
But it's about how about some money?
Money. I feel like
everybody wants to be happy.
That's the millennial way, man.
Really?
Yes, that is the millennials. Millennials don't want to work.
I want to know why.
Unless everything's like, that's why they fighting for nothing bad though, but they're fighting for working at home. They're fighting for, they quit jobs because they like, this has no meaning.
Now, when you say happiness, would you prefer to be happy or have money to do what you need to do? What's your preference?
At first,
if you could choose,
I was willing to make the sacrifice of working a job that wouldn't bring me any joy, but also provide money towards the lifestyle I wanted. But when I would do the math, it's 8 hours in my day, not saying one job, but it'd be 8 hours of my day for this small PTO that I get to go on this small vacation. And I also have a very spontaneous personality, and I cannot be doing one thing consistently.
I can't be tied down.
So how are you going to be working in a dental practice?
Because you get something new every day with a patient.
So you're looking for something new and challenging every day.
So that was the beauty of dentistry that I enjoyed so much. Because
every patient's slightly different. It's not the same.
Every patient's different, but then also you get the stability of seeing them over. Because I enjoy spontaneity, but I also enjoy stability. And it's a very interesting thing to put together because they're different things completely. Because one is consistent and the other thing is something new every 30 seconds. So with dentistry, you get the best of both worlds. You get the spontaneity of seeing a new patient having this new crazy case that you have to deal with, or you get the consistency of basic cleaning. I was going to try to go into orthodontics, so I'd get the beauty of watching someone's teeth completely shift into something beautiful and look at it and be like, that was me.
That butterfly effect.
Yeah. And then when you see your patient, most people, they usually have braces for 2.5 years or so, and then you see them maybe every 3 months. And just kind of watching them grow up, that was something really cool for me to think about as well. Because when you're a medical doctor, you don't want to see your patient again. But when you're a dentist, you hope to see them again because they're doing what they need to do to take care of themselves.
So it seems like you put a lot of thought into, I didn't realize you put that much thought as you speak about being a dentist. So, because I know we were pushing you to do anything. But I know your dad and I both, because we do think alike because we're related.
I know.
But we were both pushing you to do any kind of degree that you could get employed, and then do the prereqs for the dental program separate. That way you would have a backup plan.
Yeah.
So, but I see now that you thought it through in your own way of what's best for you, and that's why you went with the what was it? Something
Health science.
Health sciences.
Yeah, because I definitely had moments where I was like, dang, I wish I like changed my major. I wish I should have done something differently. But it was more so that fear would be embedded. I mean, it would be manifested because of like financial reasons, but not because of something I like desired or like, oh, I'm not fulfilling like something that makes me.
So what would you say for someone else like who, you know, like how your dad? Okay, someone else who's in your situation where they are looking at, well, maybe I'll do this, but their parents are saying, hey, get a degree that's, you know, a little more, that can cross over or that's versatile, or you can get a job in when you get out. What would you say to that? Like, how would you, what would you tell them?
I mean, I would say that it sounds bad, but your parents are old. College is not like it is back then. Society isn't like it is back then. Literally, people.
Parents are old.
She just called us old.
Yeah,
but it's all good.
Like,
no offense.
She calls me old all the time.
No offense taken.
It's a game now. It's a game. It's a game of not nepotism and who you know. That's kind of how it is.
It's always been that way.
But it's become so much more prevalent today, honestly, because a lot of people will get shot. I've had friends that have become. I have a friend currently. She's working as a certified RNA because she knew somebody else and she has no past clinical experience whatsoever. And there's like people all over the internet talking about how they somehow found their way into tech by doing like a bunch of programs provided by Google or just like Harvard Law or just like all these programs that were offered during COVID because, you know, we had that huge shift in, I think, everything, societal, economy and all that stuff that could just give people the opportunity to achieve more than what is like what a degree confines them by like nowadays, if that makes sense. So like someone can study engineering, but they can kind of branch out into something else once they graduate. They have the degree. It's great. There's a lot of people saying that degrees aren't necessary nowadays. I don't know about that, but there's some things that you need it for sure. But I think there's a lot more flexibility nowadays. So it's easier to be like, do what you want and then, you know, find what it is in the midst of like going like in the 4 years I didn't find it, what it is that like makes you passionate, what makes you tick, and how you can, I guess, quote unquote, profit from that. But yeah, that's kind of the advice.
Well, I mean, that's something that I know, even for the old people in our day, a lot of people started off. I have a lot of friends who started off as engineering majors and now they're in marketing or acting, all kind of different things. That they've been able to branch off. And most people who start in a major don't end up there.
Yeah.
But you can get at least a good jump start or something to go back to, depending upon what major you have sometimes.
Yeah.
So.
And then I think from my situation, in a sense, I think that I'm happy with what I did because I still have all the prereqs for dental school. Like a lot of people that go study, say, business or engineering or just like some other major that's not health science related and they change their mind in the future and realize they don't like their job, they have to go back to school to study the classes and then, basically start from scratch, kind of. Do like post-grad and do all the classes that are necessary for dental school and then go in. But what I can say is like I have the classes already. All I really have to do is take the DAT. And with like what I'm on right now, the track that I'm on, I can always come back to it. And it's always there. My degree is still there. And I'm glad it's not like I suffered 5.5 years studying engineering and then realizing I hate it, but making money. And then going back to school to go put out a bunch of cash to become a dentist when I could have just done it initially.
I'm proud of you, Elan. You're becoming a real adult here. You're making some real adult decisions. That's good.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah.
From the time we interviewed you as a sophomore till now, I have to say
I've had time to reflect. I've had time, trust me, because I was like, dang, I really should have done engineering. Like Natalie's right, but I'm like, and then I look back, I'm like, I just.
Well, it was engineering just to get the degree. It wasn't necessarily to do the work.
I was like, it's just like the
stepping stone.
The money. I was just like, I know, like I like nice things.
Oh,
I
yes.
do, and I like the lifestyle that I have, and I want.
That's because she was raised by Daddy Warbucks.
Oh yes.
And kind of.
Oh man.
A goal in my life is to be able to give that back to my kids and just like be able to travel and do the things that I've seen.
Kids. That's awesome.
Hopefully in this world. But we don't know.
I heard millennials don't have kids in this world.
But
I want to.
That's not true. But hold on,
No.
I got a question though, because you were talking about like, wanting. You don't want to spend like your life at work. Is that like a common thing with you and your friends? Does everyone say that, like they don't want to just have to go to a job? And
a lot of my friends that recently graduated, one of them, he was like ecstatic. He was like, I start work tomorrow. I'm so excited. And I'm like, yeah, that's great. And then he quit 4 days later because he realized it wasn't for him. And I was
because he made up his own reality in his head.
No, he was like doing stuff for them. He was like working towards it. He did a bunch of exams.
To get all what happened?
Certificates. And then he go into work the first thing. They're like, oh wait, where's your laptop? And so they didn't keep him in the loop. It was just like very unorganized.
Welcome to the real world.
Yeah, and it's just like, it was a tough reality. And then I had another friend. I'd ask him about if he's excited to start work, and he'd be like, yeah.
I've always said universities need to have a class on teaching, preparing kids for the real world.
Yeah, and it's so
how to write emails, how to commute.
Emails.
I'm dead serious.
No, people join fraternities for that.
Soft skills.
They learn. But I mean, I feel like I think I was talking to my friend the other day. I was like, I was really wishing that like there's more high schools that provide classes or courses where it kind of gives you like a soft launch to every single career, like computer science, dental assisting, or just like, shadowing in the hospital.
Yeah, they kind of pigeonhole you a lot at school.
Yeah, because like I didn't know anything about anything at all. Like some people were like, oh yeah, my high school had like a dental assistant program, and I just realized I really enjoyed it, rather than going to college, going to 4 years, going to dental school, and then you're in dental school and like, I actually hate this.
Keep talking.
So I didn't want, like, I do feel like I was at a disadvantage. I feel like a lot of people are at a disadvantage, like, and especially with me not having like anybody in my family to kind of like lean on as a mentor in regards to like the field I was interested in. I didn't know what I was doing or had any idea. I was just kind of like going through the steps I felt like was right.
That's why we led you to dentists.
Yeah, so like I would shadow dentists and get like all the intel from them, but like I think the doctor that told me the most about it in the most like raw way possible was my doctor. Well, not my doctor back home, but my grandma's doctor back home. She just told me the highs and lows of it all, being a woman in dentistry, being a Black woman in dentistry, matter of fact, and just gave it to me straightforward. She's like, you got to work 10 times harder than anybody else.
Didn't run you off?
No, she, like, it didn't scare me, and I was just like, I mean, she did it so I could do it, and I just kind of kept it in my mind. But yeah, I also was like, I don't want to spend my 20s, because on the track that I was going to be on, I'd have been done with dental school by 28, and then I'd have to be basically paying off debt for a hot minute, or loans. I won't call it debt, but like loans for a hot minute, and then eventually be 30, and that's
missed
like,
out your 20s.
Yeah, and like one thing that has always been passionate for me is just traveling, and I just was reflecting on that during the first few weeks of my gap year kicking off. I was just like, I'm not going to get to do any of this if I am studying every day and then trying to apply every day, because the application process is about a year long almost. It goes in, but then after that you're like going out to go, interview and do all that stuff. And then you're in school for 4 years straight, and then your summers are cut kind of short compared to everybody else. And I was just like that. Like, I love this field so much, but I just don't see myself doing that right now. I can't. I haven't seen enough in the world, and I'm not like content with what I've seen so far.
So what are you gonna do before you wrap up? What are you gonna do?
So,
what are you gonna do?
My dad has always been pushing becoming a pilot or a flight attendant for the longest time. Like before I even I think went to college, I think. And I was just like, no. But it was kind of just like a part 2 of the Florida school stuff where it's like something he wanted. And I was just like, I know it's going to be good. I know there's like a lot of factors that like make it good, but I don't want to do what you want me to do kind of thing. And so I was very reluctant to it. But I think I was on the phone with him maybe a few days after like my trip to Ashford or something like that. In May, and he's just like, is this what you really want? And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, dental school, is this what you really want? I don't see the fire as much. And I think having my parents catch on to like, I guess, a crack within my goal and just like aspirations was like really tough, because they were the ones I needed to hide it from the most, because that's that, because not because of like what they paid for school and everything, but because that's kind of like I put my identity in like becoming a dentist. My friends, if they refer to me as anything like, oh yeah, she's Elan, she's trying to become a dentist, or like, oh yeah, she's trying to become a dentist, you should talk to her. Oh yeah, I have a friend, Elan, you know her? Oh, she's trying to become a dentist.
All that pressure.
Yeah, and so like anytime someone would mention it, I would know in the back of my mind, like, I'm like so tired of school and studying, but like this is what I gotta do. It's like it no longer became for me, to be honest. It became for just like people pleasing.
Ooh.
And
Man, this is going to be
how do
great.
you work around that? How would you tell somebody else whose parents are pressuring them or they feel pressured about what the path that they're taking? And what would you tell them to help them to kind of find their own path?
There's not an immediate answer to that. I think just like leaning into the voice that you hear when those moments come about. I think that's what kind of helped me a little bit. And
what'd your voice say?
My voice is like, you need a break. You need a break. But I was like, I can't tell anybody that. Like, I don't know how to tell anybody that.
But why would you not want to tell anybody that you need a break?
Because they were going to be disappointed in me. That's
disappointed in why? Because you're going to take care of yourself?
I mean, I feel like in a lot of Black households, it's like anything other than a positive emotion is not well, and then like negative emotions are given back, but just like it's not taken seriously. So I could express to someone like my sorry dad for calling you up. I could express to my dad like I'm kind of sad. He's like, why are you sad? And I'm like, I don't have a reason.
That's what he would do too.
Yeah,
that's exactly what he do. Like he doesn't like talk to you. He's like, sad. Why are you sad? Exactly. What's wrong with you?
So like I think when we had that conversation about like, is this what you really want? That was probably the most deep conversation I had about like true and vulnerable emotions that I was feeling towards this thing that I was so passionate about with my dad. And he was just like really receptive to it all, which was really reassuring.
Yes, you got to be vulnerable. You got to give people the opportunity, especially those that are close to you, to understand you. Yeah. And you can't be afraid to share who you are and how you feel, or else you can't get the results that you need.
Yeah. So if anybody's going through that kind of situation where they're just like, is this what I really want to do? Just kind of like imagine if nobody else mattered and it would help a little bit more. And like, nobody else's opinion. They literally didn't care about you at all. It's just all you in the playing field. Because at the end of the day, it is. I mean, everybody is going to die eventually, unfortunately. And, you shouldn't value yourself off of other people's opinions or thoughts about you.
That's right. You got one. I always tell everybody, you got one shot at life on this earth.
Yeah.
And they've already had their shot. Like adults have had their shot. Even though I give you all advice, but at the end of the day, you do what you want. But they've had their shot. And they have their shot at their life. Yeah. So you got to take your shot at your life because you only got it you got one shot. That's it.
Exactly.
So yeah, definitely do what works for you without having to depend on others too much, kind of thing. I don't know how to put that in words, but.
No, I get you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm studying to become a pilot currently. Not to prove, basically hopefully the goal is commercial because it checks off a lot of the boxes that I want to be doing in my 20s. Which is to travel for cheap, to meet people, and then make new friends and just like see the world and from a different perspective, even if it's for a short amount of time rather than on a, set amount of time that I'm given for the summer or, for my 2 weeks off that I get in a year. But yeah, so I'm still like I think I'm trying to, benefit myself for both fields. So as well as dental school, I'm still trying to like shadow and still do a bunch of volunteer work and hands-on experience. And the studying methods that I'm trying to build now, studying for the private pilot exams, I'm trying to better them. So when the time comes, and if it comes back around, I study for the DIT efficiently and then kill it the first time. That's the goal. So that's kind of what I mean by like it's on the back burner, but it's like not my primary focus anymore. It's
okay. So you just shifted your focus.
Yeah, I don't hate the field. I didn't like see something terrifying. I was like, oh, this is not what I want anymore. Because I went to go like the day I decided to start studying for a pilot, I had a shadowing session the next day, and that was like the first time I got to do actually hands-on things with a patient. And I was just like, this is so much fun. I love this. But it's like, it's just not something I want to do right now. The work to get there is not something I want to do right now. Not that I don't want to put in the work, but.
Elan, take your time.
Yeah.
You'll get there. Just enjoy your life. I think what you're experiencing is what a lot of people experience in general and coming out of schools.
Yeah.
They think they have to do these things, but a lot of it's based on.
Yeah, Ian.
What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Yeah.
I mean,
the getting married in your 20s.
Yeah, I should never. I will tell everybody this. I should never, ever have gotten married in my 20s. I should have waited till my late 30s.
But Ian insisted on getting married.
Elan, look at my face. Look at me. I should not have gotten
Ian's
married.
the reason why we got married because of Ian.
Yes, I told her I'd go marry somebody else, go find
You're
somebody
a
else
punk
to
for
marry.
that.
But you know what? I admit I made a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. But I didn't know. That's just what I thought I was supposed to do at the time. Even Nathalie and I talk about it. I'm like, I don't know what the hell I was thinking.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready to get married when I did. I just we weren't ready for that crap.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
And now we're suffering the consequences. But
I'm not in a state where I'm like, I'm never going to get married, but I'm like, I'm glad I'm in a season of singleness in this stage of just like kind of confusion so I can work on understanding myself without being attached to someone else.
Yes, very important. Very, very, very important.
Yeah.
I try to tell everybody that one, but not
That'd be
everybody
tough. I'm not
listens.
saying like turn down the guy or break up with whoever you're with currently to find yourself.
but really get to know yourself and understand what you want.
Yeah, because I think
Not be rushing into anything.
yeah, because there's a lot that I've discovered about myself recently, like the traveling thing and just like what I desire in a significant other that I just
Yes.
I wasn't
Ooh.
gonna get with a different person
Yes, yes.
before.
Don't be afraid.
But
Yes, let it out.
yeah, so it's tough, but I'm like definitely excited because like I'm traveling solo for the first time in a couple of weeks, and I'm terrified, but I'm also really excited just to kind of like do my own thing and not be like, oh, what if I did this? Would this person be mad at me if I did this? I like a lot of the things I chose to do were because I was trying to make sure that other person was pleased.
Yes, I'm glad that you're seeking your own independence
Do you hear this?
and living true
It's
to
not
yourself.
an attack. This is like revelation.
Well, right. No, it's like,
but
yeah, you're realizing you're being true to yourself.
This is a very good revelation. Understanding who you are, really understanding who you are and accepting who you are and being
Yeah.
happy with yourself will help you into relationships that
Yeah.
you have. Because now when you go into it, you know who you are.
Because like I said, I'm a people pleaser.
Yeah.
I want people to be happy.
Not-
So you got to set those boundaries.
Yeah.
That's what your
So-
thing
You gotta
is.
set boundaries.
That's what I got to do.
You
got to
make sure you're happy going into a relationship. Know who you are. Be very strong.
Yeah. And not saying I wasn't like
And
happy with
forget
myself
people.
before.
Forget people.
Yeah.
No people pleasing.
No people
Yeah.
pleasing. Please yourself.
That's a different thing. I think it's just like when you're in the healthcare, I feel like it's automatic, like just in your brain, you have to please people.
No,
And also kind of just like my personality, like the whole stability thing.
because people let you down. That's the problem.
Yeah. So, but that's the wave I'm on now. Season of singleness, trying to be a single flying girl.
Oh man, this is
All right.
so
Well, that's
good.
good. That's good. Well, thank you, Elan, for
Yeah.
joining us today.
Man, this is very good. Listen, I was very surprised. I didn't think very adult answers. I was very
Yes.
wow.
Run the last one back.
Elan
I'm
at-
matured.
Man,
Elan at
yeah,
22.
Man. No, I'm serious. I mean, from the time that
She's come a long way from from drinking soap. From drinking all soap
From drinking soap
in a soap in a solo cup.
and throwing up all over the place and bubbles coming out of her mouth.
Yes.
Now I drink protein shakes because I'm working out.
All right. Well, thanks for being on, Elan. We
Yes.
thank you for sharing your experience
Yes.
for your last 22 years or the last 4 of your 22.
I'm proud of you, man. I really am. That was pretty good. That was good.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Yes.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Yeah. If you want to follow us on the podcast, follow us all the streaming platforms: Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcast, iTunes, and all the rest of the streaming formats out there. Follow us on Instagram, The Family Mess, the Family Mess Facebook page, The Family Mess _podcast. Nathalie?
Family Mess Podcast on Facebook.
Follow us and subscribe, please. And I think we are almost at 4,000 or 5,000 downloads.
I don't know.
Keep downloading our episodes, guys, because we love it. One day I'm going to be rich from this podcast. If I keep saying it, it's going to happen. See? You want to get my autograph?
We
Mike?
just thank everyone for listening.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye.